Caribbean Sea, 70 miles north of Venezuela. 11:42 a.m., clear skies. USCGC Stone, a U.S. Coast Guard cutter with 29 crew members, was conducting a counter-narcotics patrol in legal international waters when the Venezuelan Navy frigate Almirante Bion appeared. The Venezuelan commander radioed, "American vessel, you are in our waters. Stop engines immediately or we will fire." The Coast Guard captain responded, "Negative. We are in international waters. You have no authority here." At 11:44 a.m., the Venezuelan frigate opened fire with a 76mm naval gun. Shells impacted the water around the Stone. A direct attack on a U.S. vessel. Venezuela made 3 catastrophic mistakes. First, the USS George H.W. Bush Carrier Strike Group was 80 miles away. Second, attacking the U.S. Coast Guard triggers an immediate U.S. Navy response. Third, firing on an American ship invites destruction of the attacking vessel, and potentially every Venezuelan naval base within range. 37 minutes later, the Venezuelan frigate was sunk. 4 patrol boats were destroyed. 2 naval bases were obliterated. Venezuela's navy was effectively eliminated. This is that story. USCGC Stone is a Legend-class cutter, 418 feet long, equipped with advanced sensors and a 57mm gun, designed for both law enforcement and defense. At 9:00 a.m., Stone departed Curacao on a counter-drug patrol mission, intercept cocaine trafficking from South America, and stop shipments before they reach U.S. waters. Caribbean drug routes move roughly 15 tons of cocaine monthly. Coast Guard interdictions save American lives and disrupt cartels. At 11:15 a.m., Stone was 70 miles north of the Venezuelan coast in international waters. Radar detected a suspicious vessel, possibly a drug runner. Captain Jennifer Hayes ordered an intercept. All hands, prepare for boarding operations. Suspected narcotics vessel ahead. But Venezuelan Navy radar was also tracking Stone. The Maduro regime views the U.S. Coast Guard as a threat and claims large portions of the Caribbean as Venezuelan territory. At 11:30 a.m., the Venezuelan frigate Almirante Bion received orders from Caracas. American Coast Guard vessel operating near our waters. Intercept and force them to leave. Use weapons if necessary. Almirante Bion, 3,200 tons, a 76mm main gun, anti-ship missiles, and a crew of 180, was Venezuela's most capable warship. At 11:38 a.m., the Venezuelan frigate approached Stone at high speed on an aggressive course. Combat stations were manned. At 11:40 a.m., the Venezuelan commander radioed Stone on an emergency frequency. U.S. Coast Guard vessel, you are operating in the Venezuelan economic zone without authorization. Stop engines. Prepare for inspection. Captain Hayes replied, "Negative. We are in international waters conducting lawful counter-narcotics operations. You have no jurisdiction. Recommend you alter course." The Venezuelan commander answered, "This is your final warning. Stop now or face military action." At 11:42 a.m., the Venezuelan frigate turned broadside. The 76mm gun elevated, targeting Stone. Captain Hayes activated the emergency beacon. "Mayday, Mayday. USCGC Stone under threat from Venezuelan Warship. Weapons aimed at us. Request immediate assistance." At 11:44 a.m., Almirante Bion opened fire. Boom, 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 376mm shells. 2 splashed 50 yards from Stone's bow, and 1 struck the water 20 yards from the stern. Warning shots, but still a direct attack on a U.S. vessel. Stone's crew hit the deck. Alarms screamed. The cutter had no armor and no heavy weapons, effectively defenseless against a frigate. Captain Hayes radioed, "Cease fire. You are attacking a United States vessel. This is an act of war." The Venezuelan commander replied, "Leave our waters now, or the next rounds hit your ship." At 11:45 a.m., the Venezuelan frigate fired again. 4 more shells, closer. 1 passed directly over Stone's bridge with a cracking sonic snap. The crew was terrified. Captain Hayes addressed the crew. "All hands, brace for impact. Damage control teams ready. We cannot return fire effectively." But 80 miles away, USS George H.W. Bush had received Stone's mayday. At 11:46 a.m., Admiral Marcus Reynolds authorized an immediate response. Venezuelan warship has fired on a U.S. Coast Guard vessel. Launch strike package. Destroy that frigate. Destroy Venezuelan naval capability, weapons free. At 11:46 a.m., USS George H.W. Bush launched a combat response. 4 FA-18E Super Hornets already on combat air patrol received targeting data. Strike flight, Venezuelan frigate firing on USCGC Stone. You are weapons free. Sink that vessel. Engage immediately. Copy, weapons free. At 11:48 a.m., the 4 FA-18s fired 8 AGM-84 Harpoon anti-ship missiles, sea skimming, active radar homing, Mach 0.85. The Venezuelan frigate detected missile launches. Radar warning alarm sounded. Defensive systems activated. Chaff launched. Evasive maneuvers attempted. Too late. At 11:50 a.m., 8 harpoons struck Almirante Beyond. The first missile hit the forward gun mount. Explosion. Gun destroyed. The second and third hit midships. Hull breached. Fire spreading. The fourth hit the engine room. Catastrophic damage. Power failing. Missiles 5 through 8 were overkill. The frigate was engulfed in flames, listing heavily, sinking rapidly. At 11:52 a.m., Almirante Beyond capsized. The crew abandoned ship. Venezuela's flagship was gone in minutes. USCGC Stone was safe, crew unharmed, 0 damage. But the US response continued. At 11:47 a.m., while harpoons were inbound, the carrier launched an additional 12 FA-18s armed with precision bombs to destroy Venezuelan naval bases. At 11:50 a.m., USS Philippine Sea and USS Truxtun Aegis destroyers fired 48 Tomahawk cruise missiles targeting Venezuelan naval infrastructure. At 11:55 a.m., Venezuelan naval headquarters received panicked reports. Almirante Beyond sunk. American fighters inbound. Multiple missiles detected. Too late. At 11:58 a.m., 12 FA-18s reached the Venezuelan coast and released 48 precision bombs on Puerto Cabello Naval Base and Punto Fijo Naval Base. Puerto Cabello, Venezuela's main naval facility, was hit by 24 bombs. The main pier was destroyed. 4 patrol boats docked there sank at their moorings. Fuel storage detonated in a massive explosion. Black smoke rising. The operations center collapsed. Ammunition depots ignited in a chain reaction of secondary explosions. Punto Fijo Naval Station was hit with 24 bombs. A submarine pen collapsed, crushing a submarine inside. Radar installations were obliterated. Air defenses were destroyed. Maintenance facilities were flattened. Repair capability gone. At 12:04 p.m., 48 Tomahawk missiles struck additional Venezuelan military targets. The Naval Command Center in Caracas, coastal radar sites, ammunition storage, and communications facilities. Venezuela's Navy could no longer coordinate. At 12:08 p.m., 2 MH-60R Seahawk helicopters launched from Bush to rescue Venezuelan sailors from the sunk frigate. 53 sailors were recovered and given medical treatment aboard U.S. ships. Professional rescue, even of enemies. At 12:19 p.m., 37 minutes after the first shots. Mission complete. Venezuelan Navy assessment. Frigate Almirante Beyond sunk, 4 patrol boats destroyed at dock, 1 submarine crushed in a collapsed pen, 2 naval bases heavily damaged, command center destroyed, estimated 327 Venezuelan casualties, 127 from the frigate, 200 from base strikes. 53 sailors rescued by U.S. Forces U.S. assessment, USCGC Stone undamaged, U.S. casualties 0, all 29 crew safe timeline, 11:42 a.m. Venezuelan warship targets USCG cutter in international waters, 11:50 a.m. Venezuelan frigate sunk by harpoon missiles. 12:19 p.m., 37 minutes total. Venezuelan Navy eliminated, 2 bases destroyed, command center obliterated, USCGC Stone remained operational. Venezuela attacked a U.S. vessel and lost its Navy in 37 minutes, then had its surviving sailors rescued by the same force that sank their ship. That is American military doctrine. Defend our ships and rescue sailors, even enemies. Never fire on U.S. vessels. 37 minutes later, your Navy is gone, and we will still pull your survivors from the water.